almost forgot to unmute. And I have forgot to do chat. Oops, hang on. I knew there was something I was missing. Tell you what, while I'm setting that up, good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to a bit of Minecraft. It's been a little while, like a couple of weeks, I think, since our last stream when we fought the Ender Dragon, and I'm not sure whether you can tell through the pause menu here, but I have been playing a little more off-stream, which I'll show you in just a moment here once I've configured this, because it needs manually redoing every single time I open stream. Also, my head's going slightly off here. I need to... hold on. There we go. Bit of that. Bit of this here. Turn this back on and it should... there we go. Right, we're all in. Here we are. But yes, good now. I hope you're all doing well. So, yes, main goal for today, as it were. I've made a bit of progress on the church. I'll show you kind of like briefly. In fact, I'll show you a couple of things before we really get started on the building element of stuff. Because some stuff's happened. Namely, one, I went mining for full netherite stuff. So we've got, you know, our 2 picks, our axe, our shovel, no sword required. We've got full netherite armor now. It's got like all the relevant enchantments on. Nice enchanted shield called Faith. I've got an elytra. All this stuff has mending on as well, by the way. It's really worth pointing out. Which we'll need in the... well, we'll need for when things get low durability, like my elytra. Which we may as well show off now. Not something that I've done, but I guess there's kind of where the church is up to. And like what more I've got to do on it. And then how we're gonna like proceed from there. Maybe I'll fix my elytra up, show off some of the stuff that like Fang's built as well. Ooh, frames. Hello. Can we... there we go. So, the church. You may notice it's got a bit more of a roof, I think, than it did last time. It's also got these like little caps on the kind of pillars at the corners of it. They do look a bit like bed knobs, I guess, but yeah, you know. They're up there. And we've also got this tower. We've no idea how long it took me trying to get this tower right. Oh yeah, also cactus farm in case I need green dye. But yeah, we've got a tower on the church now, which looks quite nice. I kind of copied the style of the kind of stone from here just onto there and made it black stone instead of wood. At the top of this, in fact, I'll tell you what, why don't I show you via the miracle of flight. The answer is because it's kind of hard to control this thing. There we go. Close enough. But yes, up here at the minute, I have a redstone setup that will ring the bell when it switches from night to day and vice versa. Not that you can hear it from the bottom of the church, but look. I wanted to show that I used my very limited knowledge of redstone well, my very limited knowledge of redstone would not cover this. This is too advanced for that. But I did look up something on how to do it, and it does work. And I learned from it that full water of cauldron produces a redstone signal, apparently, which is... I don't know. It scares me, honestly. This game's fucking weird. Anyway. Now that that's done... oh, God, I don't know if to take fall damage, even though I've got feather falling on these, huh? I guess maybe the elytra... yeah, maybe the elytra, like, speed accounts into the fall damage as well. So that would have just been instant death if I wasn't in, like, full netherite armor. My neighbours, I believe that's Nox over there. I think that's like a creeper farm. Does look a bit like the Linkaba, but like, just a giant bling box, but alright, I guess. Yeah. Actually, is that sacrilegious to say? I hope not. Pure ignorance if it is. But, yeah, so, we've got like little buildings popping up either side around here. And the most cool thing that I think has been built so far is we're going to have to go on a bit of a trek for it. Back to our... oh, Jesus. I still don't have any arrows on me, do I? I'm going to go back and get some arrows first. And hope there's not a pig running straight towards me. Oh, okay. I got worried for a second there. I forgot that specifically my portal is cursed and that sometimes it crashes the server. Particularly if I, like, get in and out of it, like, very quickly. Like I did there. Which would have been a terrible start to stream. My bow does not have mending on it because you can't have mending and infinity on a bow. It's not possible, apparently. Which is kind of fucked up, but alright. Okay, let's go through this again. I know the jig, to be fair, to try and stop the server crashing if it does that. Oh. Sure, whatever. He just kind of sidled up and took that. You down. Okay. You down. Right, so on to the end. Actually, there's a shortcut to the end portal, but it is kind of risky. But we're going to go for it. Oh. I think it's like... Oh, it's not here at all. That's the wrong way, Chief. It's... Oh, it's been a little while since I took the shortcut. Ah, here it is. Yes, yes, I remember now. Oh. Ow. Actually, not that risky if you come at it from that end. I normally come round here and in here, which is the risky way of doing it. But, hey, you know what? It works. So, out of here and into our stronghold. Still got the beds there from our successful Ender Dragon run and a couple of graves, I guess. Into the end. I'm not looking... Oh, my Jesus. Okay, hang on. Gotta walk across these leaves. And this isn't just a road to nowhere. At least I hope it isn't. Because at the end of this... is it no longer there? Or is my render distance just... No, okay, there it is. I was like, hang on a second. Has this been pulled down? Because that would kind of suck. Given I was about to use it for mad XP farming. So Fang has... Oh my sweet Jesus, that's a lot of ender pearls. Yeah, I might have to spend a bit doing this. Oh, that's a crossbow. Whatever, we didn't need it anyway. As long as I don't, like, accidentally throw my axe out. There's so many ender pearls here! Ah! Okay, they're, like, mostly out. So, yeah, there's an Enderman farm here, which Fang built, which produces, quite frankly, a ludicrous amount of XP. So, if I've got, yeah, prepare for, like, the Enderman death noise ASMR, by the way, for a bit. Oh, I should also put on my elytra and start whacking things with my shovel. There we go. So, in the not-too-distant future, just by swatting a couple of these guys... There we are, my elytra's fully repaired. That's definitely way faster than the zombie grinder I built below the chapel. I mean, the zombie grinder's a little more convenient if you just need, like, a level. But, yeah, no, that thing, absolutely insane output. I'm very impressed. Excuse me. But yeah, sorry, I've kind of been rushed into this, into showing everyone, like, all these cool new things that are happening. But, I hope everyone is doing well. Kind of outside of that. I, for one, I'm alright, you know. I think I'm having a pretty chill kind of stream day. You know, it's I'm not maybe as focused as I have been on other days, but that's kind of what Minecraft's for. It's just for feeling the vibes, you know, sitting back, chatting with people, all that good stuff. All right. Oh, I've still got an inventory full of Beckin' Ender Pearls. There we go. And half a stack of pork chops, apparently, which is nice. Okay. So, the plan for today is we're going to finish off the walls and the interior of this church, because you may have noticed that I have taken down some areas of the walls. There we go. In order to kind of make room for some windows, and the most prominent of those is inside the church itself, where I put some scaffolding up along these bits, and I've got this ready. Now, I do have a plan for kind of what type of stuff I'm going to need. So we're going to do all this out of stained glass, essentially. And I'm going to try and put, like, a big stained glass, like, axe mural on this. I kind of hope I've got enough room for it. I have got a guide image. Which, okay, so we don't want to make it too high up. Like, 1 or 2 high up is fine. We don't want to make it really too much more than that, because I mapped an area which I believe is similar to... I should probably maybe put my guide image up, actually. But, you know what? I'll just move from it, essentially. And then, well, I'll like, you know, transplant it from image to here, and you'll see it in the fullness of time. So, first thing we need is a metric shit ton of glass. Which we don't have. We've got all of our materials for dyes, which we'll need. There's also some more flowers and that downstairs, I think. But yeah, so first thing to do, I guess, is go... Oops, I forgot to... I need just a chest to dump some stuff in. I just need a dump chest. Here we are, a couple of dump chests. For stuff I cannot be bothered to figure out at the moment. There we go. Right, what do we need from there? Scaffold isn't bad. Blackstone bricks and wood are never bad. What else? What else? Fishing rod with mending on it, I guess. Take some coal, because we'll need a bunch of that. And we need a lot of sand. I'm going to say 4 stacks. So we'll need half a stack of coal for that. If my furnace maths serves me well, which I believe it does, which means I need 9, 18, plus 12 is 30, but I need 32. I'm 1 coal short without a third block, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. There's 32. 8 per stack. Put 7 back in there. Leaves 8 coal, 1 coal block left, but we can split it out better than that. So let's... put these here for now. So we can split out each of these sands into like 16, which would be 2 coal each. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12, 16, which is 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 16. So yeah, it's about the most we're gonna get away with that. And this furnace maths is essentially just a way of me using more... Oh, hey, there's glass here. That's handy. Of me using... Did I smelt a bunch of glass and then just kind of forget about it? I'm starting to get the impression that was the case, actually. Yep, because it sure looks like it. In fact, that's almost the exact amount of sand I was about to smelt, but in glass form. Well, okay, we might have glass then. You know what? Let's smelt all this anyway. Because what else are we going to use sand for, really? Like TNT? Probably not, right? We are. Chuck all this stuff in here. But yeah, while I'm doing this kind of menial stuff, I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening. I hope I can offer some kind of chill vibes, you know, maybe just like a kind of nice sort of bassy radio station for you to put on the background. Or if you are enthused in seeing the church come to completion, I hope I can provide that for you as well. So, let's start off by just making too many glass panes. I think that's a good place to start. Let's say 2 stacks of glass worth of glass panes, which gives us 5 stacks of panes. Which should be fine, you'd think. I'm going to sleep as well. Sleep by the roasting fire of the furnaces. I suppose at some point I'm going to have to like come up with a better actual... Whoa, weird sprint. Got that kind of sprint where Minecraft can't quite decide whether I did it or not. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a better method of actually living than the hovel at some point. But I don't know, the church has always been my priority, you know? So, what we're first going to do is we're going to... I need some dirt, actually. Like a couple of stacks of dirt. Have we got any? Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do. So yeah, like I say, first point of call is we're going to dirt up the very bottom and the very sides of this, just temporarily. Because this is going to be a bit hard to see until the window's fully complete. Because of how, like, stained glass... Well, no, not stained glass, sorry. How glass panes work. Yeah, I'll just slightly stub a toe there. Oh, we might actually get it done within one stack. That's nice. Yeah, it's good. Because, like, I don't want to put just, like, a placeholder color glass around the edge. I mean, of course I could, and then I could silk touch it back, but I think I would prefer kind of just building this... oh, God, I'm going to need... I'm going to need scaffolding, I'm just realizing now. This is going to be a job. Right. So, the colors we need for our Church of the Axe, we're going to need a bit of yellow, which is fine. We're going to need a bit of orange, which I think we can do. Just red and yellow, right? A bit of black and a bit of brown. So let's go and get those dyes. Like I say, we want some orange, some yellow, some black, some brown. Which means that's our orange and yellow covered. That's our black covered. That's our brown covered. Okay. So some of that, some of that. Just like... Yeah, there we go. And then that'll make 32 orange dye, 32 brown dye, 32 black dye, and we've got... I could do like another 16. Just to make the numbers even. We don't really need that red dye. There we are, 32 yellow. So, if I'm remembering this correctly, all you need to do is surround like a pane of glass. Although we probably don't need... Like, I'm going to just work in half stacks here, I think. So, we've got 32 brown stained glass panes. 32 black stained glass panes. That's too many. That's far too many. 32 yellow stained glass panes and 32 orange stained glass panes. Right. Now this should be able to form the base of our axe, and I might put some like just dirt blocks around it to kind of frame it for a second, but I'm looking to obviously, you know, use as little of that sort of stuff as possible. So, starting as we mean to go on, let me bring this image kind of up to a place where I can see it on my other monitor. There we go. And we're going to start building. So, our first building block here is going to be a brown bit of stained glass at the bottom. And then a couple of others to the either side here. And then we want brown on top of them, and then orange on top of that. So we're essentially making like the handle of an axe here. In case you haven't kind of gathered, this is all going to be in service of making a kind of axe like mural in the stained glass, essentially. So then we just want to kind of build it up. Oh, yeah, I forgot Shift does that on scaffolding. Joy. So I'm going to have to kind of keep moving this along, I guess. There we go. And then, so, a couple of brown, and orange, a couple of brown. But it's stained glass, so it's a bloody nightmare to do that. Because, well, not stained glass. Glass panes is what I have an issue with. So something like that. And I need to count the number of dots up we are. At least orange dots. So we're currently... what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 8. So I need to do this exactly again. Just a bit higher up. Well, let's get on with that, shall we? Moving on up here. Here we go. Whoop. And then... A1, A2, A3, A1. Could I? No, of course. Thank you, scaffolding. Not really what I wanted at all, actually. Although, there appears to be 3 random scaffolding out here, so I can go and grab them at least. So that's happy days. Oh, in case people don't know what this red box is I keep walking past, by the way, Fang left me a bunch of fireworks. Which is very helpful. Okay, right, let's also try and put the placeholder blocks in. Oh, God, yeah. Right, there we are. Sod it, that'll do. If I can't get it that way, I'll get it the other way. Which is a sentence that made way more sense in my head. Can I... Hello? Scaffolding? Right, this is also actually quite good because it means we can just kind of jump up the sides of this. Go. Then must be one there. Which means we can go brown, orange, and then, like... Yeah, I didn't think it'd let me do that. It will from there, though. Which is good. Then, no. What's our orange count up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're almost there. Actually, just one more will do it. Unfortunately. I think, yeah, that's probably where this alters slightly. Yeah, because the problem is I need one, like, on the... Actually, I can get one on the underside of there, right? Yes, I can. Aha, I'm a genius. There. And there. There we go. Right. Now, from here, from our 8th, we're going to come out one. Put a couple more brown stained glass on here. And I guess another couple of dirt blocks just so that the... there we go. Just so that the stained glass looks like it actually fills out properly. And then worry about what's going to go around the side of it afterwards. It is a very nice view from up here. I should also definitely do... Well, here's my issue. I definitely want to do something with this, but the problem is if I knock into this, it's going to just reveal the roof and how that's constructed on the other side. So while I'd really want to, I'm not sure I can. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. Anyway, so from here, we want to switch over to our yellow. This, I'm hopefully, if I got it right, is going to be... so, the stuff that makes, it's the real money maker here. So, and then we need one more. I'm going to put a bit more dirt down. I like how I started this by trying to go in with, like, scaffolding, and I've just gone like, no, actually, you know what? Just give me the OG. Give me dirt. Ooh, except you're not dirt, are you? Well, you can't be because I need you to be black stained glass. This is where our black starts to come in. And unfortunately, that does screw up a few things. Because we'll have to go back down and do the scaffolding the proper way. Particularly around this bit, I think. I can probably put the fireworks away, given I'm not even on the lighter at the minute. Right, here's hoping that's about right. It's, I mean, yeah, I'd say that's about right. So it's about bang on, actually. And then that hits there, which is beautiful, because it means that's the kind of the furthest point of the axe. That means I've spaced this very well. Again, could probably use something just around the edges here to neaten stuff up. Go, and then there. Can pop up here. Happy days. So, now I need to go back down and extend the scaffolding up a bit more. I should probably just send it to the top, honestly. There we go. Send it all the way to the ceiling. So then we have like a kind of a point of access to work from here. Now, how does this go from here? If I remember correctly, we've got... and by remember, I mean I'm obviously looking directly at the diagram. There is no memory involved. We've got a kind of this construction. And then we've got, I believe that is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Followed by 1, 2, 3, 4. Followed by going in 1, 1, 2, 3, and a final 1, 2. So then we have on top of this, we have 2 black. On top of this, we have 2 black. And also a kind of step down one here. We are something akin to that. And then we have another step down here. And then like another 2 here. I want to say. Ow. 2. And then I've mucked it up slightly here because next round there should be 1, 2. Excellent. Right. So, let me try and... Oh, God. Okay, how am I going to do this? With great difficulty, I believe. I need to fill in some blanks here. I can come back up, actually. I can... Oh, whoops. Well, I could have if I was smart. Done that a bit differently, but hey-ho. Let's just move back up here. Put some dirt blocks down where we need. Oh, oi, 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 oi. Bit close there. Okay, and this is good because it means the axe mural fits just beautifully inside the window, if I do say so myself. It's... Oh, I'm on the inside of it now. This is annoying because it means I can no longer get to the bit I need to. Okay, well, we'll have to do this bit last then. Right, yeah, these blocks here are going to have to be the last ones to go. Is that meant to be... Yeah, that's the... Okay. 1, 2, step down 1, step down 1, over here. There. Right, and hopefully, with a bit of luck and following wind, what we're now seeing here is an axe. Hell yeah, there we go. Right. So phase 1 is complete. We've established the axe. Now, we've got some other things to consider. Like, do we want a border around this? Do I want this dirt I've put around the border here to actually be kind of like, maybe a grey, perhaps? That could be interesting. And then within it, do I want, or even, do I want it to be like, do I want it to be a grey glass, or do I want it to be like stone? Okay. A couple of interesting things going on there, potentially. I just realised I need to fill in this side of the bloody church as well. I guess another bunch of stone bricks will probably do. In lieu of a big, you know, fancy one of these. I'm currently liking the idea of like a white or grey stained glass. Now, I think I do have some bone meal about. Yep, there's my bones. Which splits into 3, which is an awkward number. But we'll work with it. So, yeah, bone meal, which we can turn 32 of it for now into white dye. And then there, and then, okay, so white dye and black dye makes grey dye, and then grey dye and white dye makes light grey dye. Now, do we want white or light grey? I think white actually might be more striking is the thing. Yeah, well, you know what? We can do half a stack of each. Although, actually, we are going to need a full stack for these, aren't we? Oops. There we go. Let's make a full stack of white stained glass and a full stack of light grey. Means we're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8. There we go. Move that around there. I've made grey, because I'm an idiot. 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, we've got the options of all of them now. Oops. I've done it again. There we are. Right, so we've got white, grey, and light grey. I'm going to try light grey first. And see kind of how that looks in situ. The other option is to obviously just not have too many borders around the window. We've already got the kind of like the wooden frame. And that as well. Like, we could just start going to colours. So I'm thinking of like a kind of bluey green gradient going up this one. And then maybe some like reds and oranges in the side windows. Or maybe just, you know, like a red-orange, like an orange-yellow, a yellow-green, and a green-blue, maybe. I don't really know. Something like that. It'd be nice if they could thematically wrap background, but like, I'm not sure about it. So, what we're going to need to do first is get rid of this dirt on the side. Means I'm going to need my shovel. Can I squeeze into this gap? Yes, I can. Right. Oh, wow, I'm actually not digging so fast to get fall damage. Neat. Right, let's try light grey first. Just as kind of like a little... Now, the thing about this, obviously, as well, is that when I... Oops, I forgot that I'm pressing shift on that. And that does that. Obviously, I am intending, in the fullness of time... Oh, God. Oh, scaffolding, why are you so... Oh, wait, no, this is not what I asked for at all. Oops. I went there. I've fucked it. Right, hold on, I've got a silk touch pickaxe somewhere. That's how we save this. Right, here we go. Down here, may as well sleep, keep the phantoms away. Honk shoe. Certified honk shoeing hours. And then I think I'll find you. Thank you. There we go. Right, and then remove that erroneous light grey pane. I suppose actually maybe we can take a bit of a look at it from the outside and just try and gauge this. Yeah, no, actually I don't hate the light grey. I think some colour is definitely neat. No, you know what, I kind of do. I'm going to go without a border, actually. You know, I've looked at it and I'm like, am I maybe trying to over-engineer this? Yeah, and then let's... Okay, you know what, sure. They were actually just getting in my way. Right. So now that I've spent a bunch of resources to make all these different coloured grey panes, let's not use any of them. And instead work on a different idea. It does still mean removing all this dirt. So I'm thinking we do kind of like a green to yellow to blue kind of dealio. Which is going to need more glass panes. So let's make another ludicrous amount of them. There we go. There's another 5 stacks of them. I'm carrying far too much glass dyes and other assorted bollocks at the minute. I've decided. Blackstone bricks can go back in there. Glass can go back in there. Kind of glad I've smelted up a bunch more. Ooh, actually, wait. Not yellow. Because that might devalue that. Maybe just a green to blue? Or like a green to lime to... Because we can do that, right? Let's have some fun with dyes. Where is all my cactus? I definitely had more than 3. Oh, hold on. Green dye. Oh, I made brown dye as well. Yeah, okay. Well, thank God for that. So we've got green dye. We've got blue orchids, which make light blue dye. Which I'm about. We have please don't tell me this is any form of blue. No, we've got lapis downstairs. What the fuck are we on about? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll absolutely turn these into blue dye because it saves me using lapis, but how does one get cyan dye? Or lime dye? I'm kind of hoping it's just something with bone meal, but I get the feeling that might just make light blue and light green. I've not really messed with this before. Let's turn that much into blue dye. So, can I get... Lime dye is green and white. That's good. What about cyan? Cyan dye is blue and green, as it turns out. Aha. Well, that is very fortuitous. Okay, okay, okay. Right then. Maybe we can have some orange at the top. We can do like green to orange, maybe. I think green to yellow to orange probably go better, but well, we'll see. It depends, because like if I put the yellow at the top, so the way I'm thinking of running this is we start with like dark blue, like lighter blue, cyan, lime, green, like maybe orange, yellow, but also I could do that in the reverse order. But I think that's a lie. I don't think. Hold on. Scaffold, I'm going to need you to tell me exactly how many blocks up we're working with here. Of course, some of you got stuck on there. Of course. Hello, I would like to retrieve my stuff. Thank you. So we start off with 24. This is the center of the room. At total length, we are looking at... we start off with 24. We ended with... Oh, is that an exact? An exact 24? Or is there space at the top here? Ladies and gentlemen, that's an exact 24. Okay. Ow. Which I'm glad I went up and checked, because I would have missed some bits otherwise. Okay. So, with an exact 20... Oh, no. No. We started on the floor. This is a 22. So, we've got a... That's a shame, because 24 goes way easier into, like, 4 than 22. And neither of them really go into 5 particularly well. That is interesting. Okay. So, let's assemble the colors we need first. I'm gonna need to put some of this clown vomit in here for just a second. There we go. Although I probably do need the white dye still. So, let's make ourselves, again, 32 of all the dyes we're going to need. So, there's 32 blue, 32 green. I'm going to need the rest of this. I think we can make 32... there we go. 32 of lime by mixing these. And then 32 of cyan by mixing these. There we go. Right. So, did we want any other colors in this? We were kind of flirting with the idea of like a yellow-orange kind of thing. At some point in this. Also, the light blue is here. So we go light blue, cyan, lime, green, orange, yellow? The green to orange is not quite vibing with me here. Like, I feel like we should just... It should be like that, really. In which case, we've got 6 by 22 or 5 by 22 if we ignore these and just go for this. and keep it, like, simple. So 5 is about 4, and then the blue and... So, each of these get 4 lines. Unless I want to... Because I'm thinking of just doing it, like, horizontally. Maybe that's a bad idea. Like, could I make this look interesting by giving it some kind of patterned edge on each of these? I realize I'm kind of in my head and not explaining too much about what I'm actually doing here. So, the plan is we have 22 blocks. I'm thinking if these first, like, you know, 4 columns are one color, the next 4 another color, the next 4 another color, then we fill up the whole thing in different colors and it kind of like you know, there's a nice gradient. I'm thinking though, do we want to just do a horizontal gradient? Or do we want to try and make it a bit fancier? And the answer to that, honestly, is I don't know. Like, we could maybe start lower here, end higher there. So go like a 3 to 5. How many across are we then? In which case we need to know. Where have I put all my dirt? My dirt's gone. Oi. Where is... There you are. So how many across are we? Can we maybe subdivide that into 3 perchance? And then I might be able to cook something here. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's 5 exactly, folks. Oh my god, it's coming together. Okay. Right, I'm taking that as a sign from Destiny. We're absolutely doing this. So, first job first. Get my scaffolding back. Because I'm gonna need it. There we go. So, we can do sort of like a 3, 4, 5 kind of angle on this. Which means we have 5 blocks at height 3, 5 blocks at height 4, 5 blocks at height 5. Kind of just working around the mural, obviously. And then we go from there. Oh, that is glass. And you know what? I will deal with the rest of those blocks later. Except these ones I can probably get now. So it's going to look a bit weird for a second. Now, we've got to remember that height-wise we were 22. So if we do 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, that's going to leave 2 blocks. So I actually need the blue to start at 4, 5, 6 rather than 3, 4, 5. So, would also be really nice to have a crafting bench in here. Which I could just make, but then I have to break my nice 32 logs, and I like the nice round stack number. So I'm going to go on a mad search for wood and find these birch planks, which I've never liked the look of birch wood. Maybe it's just me, but it's never been for me, that one. Right. So, let's put this in here, pro tem. Start with our first color, which is going to be blue. Get a stack of that. So, now remember, what we've just said, this has got to be a 4, 5, 6. That's literally a ladder I can go up over there. I could just start this side. So, our first 3 shouldn't be an issue. In fact, our first 4 shouldn't be an issue, really. It's only when we're building things up we might need to change things around slightly. And I really hope this works. And looks like cool and awesome. I can even have the different lines running in different directions. Ooh! Ooh, hang on. Maybe I'm cooking. Or maybe this is going to look complete dog shit. Who knows? But, you know, we can try our best. And then if it looks awful, I have a silk touch pickaxe and we can laugh about the memories. Before I 2, 3, 4 inevitably cry about the time it's going to take me to redo that. Right. So now we're at height 4. I'm going to say that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be where that normally stops. And then let me get up again. So, oh Christ, okay, there we go, there we go, right. That's where that normally wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So 1 is that brown. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I even reach up there. Probably the jump I can. Oh, that's 1 too high. That's very upsetting. There is a spider. I did not invite him. He does not speak for me. He is here? Why? Brother. I have bigger fish to fry. Give me that. There we go. 1. And 2. And 3. And... I'm out of glass. Okay, that's bad. Damn, if only I didn't make all this into fucking light grey, hey? Okay. But this is fine still? I don't know how I'm going to fit all these colours on here. I think I've mismatched this somewhere. Wait. No, it's 24 up. It's 22 up. It's 21 up? I'm going to recheck this. This does not seem right. No, it does go all the way up there. So yeah, it's 22. I'm right. I'm just going insane. We want a 4, 5, 6 at the bottom and a 4, 5, 6 at the top. It just looks a bit skew-if there. Okay. Ooh, I've just realized this makes it significantly hard. So I've got to keep track of the middle layers. The middle layers are our guideposts. Which side we make higher or lower is, you know, kind of relative. Well, it's going to be relative to that. If we can pull this off, it's good, but it is somewhat hurting my old brain case at the minute. Oh, piss. And I've just knocked down all my scaffolding. Well, it's fine. I can reach this anyway, question mark. Damn, sure wish I could hold shift on lean scaffolding. Unfortunately, no. Right. Okay. Surely this will be high enough for me to... Christ. Okay, sure. Thank you. There we go. Right. There's that bit over there, but I'm choosing to ignore that for now. At least the dirt's out the way. I do still need more blue glass before I forget, which means I need more glass panes. So let's go over here. There we go. And then... yeah, just 16 more should do. 2 more blue dye. Is another zombie? Oy. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So... here we are. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. There we are. So now from this middle point, we need to switch to light blue. People are just going to have to... well, I'm going to have to trust myself that this works. People are going to have to trust me that it works. There we are. We have so much dye left over, actually. So we need this to be built up by 4. 1. 2. 3. 4. Which will include this, so... we go for a 4... we have to go for a 3, 4, 5 here is the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4 means this side could actually go up Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is, okay. You know what? Maybe I can use scaffolding's other useful ability and try and get a lay of the land from here. 2, 3. So this middle section. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4. Yes. Okay. Right. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is. Oh no, this would be it as well. It's just covered by this. I see. Because then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this needs to be up here too. Excellent. Okay. Bugger. Let's build a bit out this way. Help us with over here. And we run out of room there. Well, you know what? We got one more. That's fine. This dirt block is freaking out. So, I think we should, at this point here, okay, 4. We should, I'm going to have to use dirt here to scaffold it for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that doesn't work. 3, 4. How have I... That's because this goes up. Yep, okay, ignore this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, I know I'm sounding like an absolute fucking insane person. It's only slightly because I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go up one here for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5 would be there. Yes. Yeah, there we go. And now I'm kind of hoping that from the comfort of down here... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I forgot I can't shift. We can fill in this light blue. And hopefully maybe get it done in a stack. You know, that would be nice. There we go. Hey, oh. And then... Right. It's all about the line. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're... Are you light blue? You shouldn't be. Right, so... Oops. Oh, God. That's never gonna not jump scare me. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Right. Now, I am beginning to realize I'm in dire need of more scaffolding, but I don't believe I have the string to make it, even though I have about 1 billion bamboo. I've lost 4 somewhere. There they are. Could I take it down from here? Yes. Should I? Probably. Do I want to? No. I mean, I've got a string. Maybe that can do something. Get us a couple more. Turns out that spider may have been a gift in disguise. How does one make scaffolding again, actually? I was almost there. Right. Ooh. Go. Sorry, had to do a bit of moderation stuff. There we go. Oh, and now I'm hearing myself in double. Why am I doing that? Because I have this playing in the background, and I need it to not. Bada bing. Right, okay. Where's... Oh, God. I thought I closed OBS for a second there. Nope, we're fine. I'm not quite that stupid. We're getting there, but we haven't made that achievement yet. So, we've got this. Next up is... Cyan? I think this whole thing needs to be dragged down one, honestly. I might do that. I might, you know what, it's a crazy play. But I think there's too much blue here. And if there's a bunch more green at the top, well, it's going to get kind of covered up by this anyway, so that's fine, I think. So, let's get up to the height where we're happy at. Just like here, right? One more. There we go. And then just build as far as we can in either direction. Oh, 6 is the limit. Neat. That's good to know. Right. I've decided that, actually, this sucks. So, this 5 section, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, needs to be extended down by 1. Maybe I'm losing faith in myself earlier than I should be here. But, I don't know. This just feels better. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess you must be there. In there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that makes sense. And then... Oh, piss. There goes a stone brick. Oh, well, it's fine. Nope, we're fine. Okay. There we go. Collapse all this. Go and pick up some sundries from there that have fallen off. Maybe also some... I have that. No, okay. Gotta go round now. Because we can't be, whatchamacalling it? Jumping through there anymore. Does this look backwards now? Oh, this looks backwards, doesn't it? Nah, it looks fine. You know what? It's just, maybe it's mirrored, but we're fine with that. It looks great from the inside, and that's the side I care about. I didn't quite anticipate that the sprite was going to look backwards from the outside. But look how good it is in here. So, yeah. Don't worry about it. Right. Go 10 up, I'd say. May as well always go more up and then have it actually need it to be like 2 more. Better to go more up and then kind of course correct later. So there we are, as our scaffolding set up for this next bit. Now again, our arbiter always wants to be this middle section. So we've got... Hello? Can I go down? Thank you. Got like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the middle section. 1, 2, 3, 5. Oh, this needs to be dragged down as well. Okay. Are we sure about that? 1, 2. Yeah, no, 4, 4. Yeah, no, he's right. It's gonna look a bit goofy here, but what can you do? We've got to fit these colors in. Let's go make a whole lot of cyan stained glass. Okay, right. So, first port of call. 3, 4, 5, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so on our middle 5, we want 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll look something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's mostly inside the axe head at this point, to be fair. Okay, yeah, no, this can work. This can work. Does mean most of the green's gonna be like up there, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Now, if I've mathed this correctly, so previously we were going slant up, slant up, slant up. So the lowest point should be here. So we need to build down one on this side. for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, there's dirt out of the way. It's finally gone. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 5. I just can't count. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Off the side of this orange is 4 and 5. And now we just build down. It's as simple as filling in the blanks, ideally. There we go. And now we make the pivot to lime. Which... There we go. I can... now is probably a good time to point out that I know absolutely fuck all about color theory, and I'm just kind of putting similar shit together. Which may or may not be the right way of doing this. So we have lime, and then we have green at the... Oh. Balls. Oh, okay, sure. And then green. Cool. Which means we're going to need to extend all this up again, actually. I need all 30 of my scaffolding back. That was 12, so we should be up by 16, I think, now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then out by 6 either way. Oh, okay. Try and catch any of these jittering bits of glass. Can also I was going to say we missed one there. We actually didn't. We're fine. So, same... oh, we definitely missed one there, though. Okay, right. Same principle as before. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then across for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then fill this bit in. Okay. Now we've got to work out which way the line's going here. So I'm gonna need to just perch back down and or that works too. So we've gone up that way, up that way, up this way. Yeah, up this way. Up this way. So this right-hand side needs to be the lower side. Which is all fine and dandy. We can do that. So, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go down. 1, 2. Off the edge of this black is where we need to put this. And then... this doesn't feel right. No, maybe that's just how this is here, actually. Two, 3, 4, and then we do start running into the kind of, I guess, interference caused by the frame at the top, which is okay, I think. So let's build out the rest of this, and then from here on it should basically be very plain sailing. There we go. Out. Right. So we were 16 up there. We should be 20 up there, and then I'll have to do 5 aside because I haven't got enough for... actually, no, I tell a lie. I do. Yoink. There we are. So 20 up. 30, 40, 50, 7, 8, 9, 20. There's a pillager nearby, apparently. This is not great. Okay, there we go. 6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then all we need to do now really is just fill in the blanks with this green. We want to put like a yellow or an orange or something at the top there. Or I guess we could put like a block of emerald if we really wanted, but it's, you know, kind of feels like that fancy adornment would perhaps serve as well here. Oh, there's a gap missing there as well. Cool. Get you filled in. And then kind of just take a step back and admire our creation after that. Wow, he really wants in, huh? Well, if I keep doing that, then he might not even need to shoot me. I might just do it to myself with fall damage. Right, but anyway. From here, we should be able to reach everything without having to crouch anywhere, which is grand. There we go. And then, whack, 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 whack. Right, that should be, I'm hoping, a good stained glass. Yes! Okay, right, it works. I don't think some of it, like, gets lost a bit. Like, this whole, lighter blue section. Maybe I need just some lights on it to work out the difference in the light blue and the cyan, but this definitely works. Yeah, okay. The green at the top almost looks yellow as well. Very weird. Maybe... Oh, cool. You've actually made it in. Can you fuck off? Dominus bottle. Oh! Oh, it drops a bottle now, as opposed to just immediately giving you the what's it. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Right, yeah, let me go and sleep, actually, just so I can get the light on this. But then I think that is stained glass window number 1 done. So then we have, stained glass, well, the other, like, smaller stained glass windows, which I might kind of follow a similar style with. But just in, like, a 2-color configuration. And then I'll work from there. So. In fact, you know what? Let me eat up and let me go and see this from, like, the other side as well. See if it looks good from... oh, where's my elytra? I put my elytra away? What the helly? What was I thinking? Right. There we go. That and that. Let's take a look at it from inside first. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We go and look at outside. So with the lights on it. Yeah, okay, no, the blue slice is definitely there. It just is a bit harder to work out these two middle slices because the axe is kind of covering it up. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm going to go with good for now because I can't be asked to change it. Yeah, let's go and loop around a bit. See how we're looking from over here. Yeah, there we go. That's the stuff. Oops. Double lean fireworked, but it's fine. Right, that's the good stuff. Okay, very happy with that. Now, these windows, how high are they? Gonna need a count here. Of a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, and 8. So, like, technically a 9, basically an 8. So we'll do like a 4 and a 5. Well, I suppose actually it should be like a 2. Yeah, it's got to be a 4 and a 5. It doesn't divide quite as nicely, that one. But I suppose we can do a 4 and a 5 and then make it up there. The question is, what colors are we using for this? I do like the cyan and lime. I think they go quite well together. Maybe lime and yellow would go well. I'm gonna need all the colors of the rainbow here. I mean, and maybe some outside of that as well. It's definitely a spirits lend me your energy moment. Okay, is this enough for a stack of panes? Crafting table's over there. I have so much crap on me. Let's get all of this out of here. Okay. Right, right. I think we're gonna need white, like, I think we've made them, but I don't think we're actually gonna use them. God, my chests are a fucking mess now. These are all neatly organized not too long ago. Would you believe? And now they are simply not. Right. So, what did we need? Red. Red is... Now, hang about, though. What if we made that much red, and then I mixed some of the remaining red with white to make pink? And then we didn't have enough pink dye for anything really statistically significant, but we've got the option now. I want 4 different colors, I should mention, in each of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to pick 4 pairs of complementary colors. I think yellow-orange is a good one. Red-pink might be one. Green and cyan. And then we need a 4th one. Maybe a sort of... I mean, we could always have, like, maybe yellow, lime, green, cyan, and then, like, orange, brown? Maybe? That could work. I'm willing to rock it with those kind of colors. So we're going to start with the... Yeah, we're going to start with this one here, I think. Oh, and hope that these are the same site, actually, because I fucked it up first time I did this. Right. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough yellow paints. No! Ruined. Right. Where's all that glass I smelted? I'm gonna need it, as it turns out. It wasn't such a waste of effort after all. Hoi! There we go. Give me the glass. Am I gonna need 4 stacks of it? Okay, maybe not 4 stacks, but you know. I'll take it all. Save me coming back down here later. There we go. Right. Hop up here. There we go. Really, I did go massively overkill on the amount of dyes and stained glass I'd need to make these, but... you know what? It's a learning experience. I've not really done much with this kind of, like, you know... like, procedurally dyeing stuff thus far, so... It makes a nice change. Okay, right. There we go. Da-da-da-da. It gives me 2.5 stacks. Put 2 of them back in there for the minute. Except I lied. Take half of one back out. And then... make way more yellow than we need to. Throw in a smattering of, hey look, pink. Do we need more lime? We might need more lime. Give us another half stack of lime. While we're here, because why not? There we go. Then moving on from that. Do-do-do-do. There we go. So 4, and then I think I'm gonna want. Yeah, let's be like a rise and fall in the curvatures of these. Build this up a bit. Go. Some lime stained glass there. And again, these are really too small to do any detailing on, so they're just stained glass for the sake of looking like pretty stained glass. Right. So our next color combinations, we were going to do red into pink, which we certainly can do. And I would say we put the pink on the bottom. So, first off, there we go. Put this down here. Then 2 of them there. And then rest of this red up here. And much like that. Does this look any good? I think it could certainly look worse. There's definitely some stuff I could do with maybe the windows at the top, like maybe some wooden stairs and that. And honestly, I mean, a lot of things need to make the walls look a bit less flat. Whether I do that detailing on or off stream, I'm not sure yet. But, you know, it's an option. It's something I can do. Now, I think we go for the brown and orange here. This is maybe a little bit of a weird color combo. Like, no one thinks brown... No one goes like to brown stained glass and goes like, ooh, but... you know, I think it can maybe work. If I'm wrong, then oops. Could always do more yellow if I'm wrong, to be fair. Have this be orange and yellow. In fact, I'm sort of coming to that idea. And then having like a second lime as well. Yeah, I mean, you know, wouldn't be the wildest thing I've done. Do I want to give brown a chance, or do I want to just pack it in and say, actually, yellow's kind of great? The more I'm looking at this, the more I think I should just remove the light blue layer and kind of like turned it into... Just because the light blue cyan divide is like so hard to see, so the effect isn't really the same as like the others. You know what? Maybe I don't even do cyan here. Maybe I do light blue. Here's the real questions. How much do we like cyan? No, I do like cyan a bit there, actually. Okay, we're going to go orange and yellow. I guess orange should be on the bottom here. Ta-da. Build it up to 4. And then that up there, and then get the yellow in. There we go. And finally, okay. Here, where we're gonna have, was lime on the bottom before? No, it was on the top. I guess it can go on the bottom. Change of plan. We're going back to cyan and green. And I'm gonna have green on the bottom. Green and light blue? Question mark? No, green and cyan. We're gonna stick to our guns, stick to our guns. Here we go. And build across from here. And then a final little jaunt up there. And then cyan to fill in the rest, except for that bit. Go. And bada bing, bada boom, our stained glass windows are now all complete. And I am already loving this effect on them. Like, yeah, that's kind of what I envisioned when I was putting these things together. Or like when I was putting the plans for them. It's like, yes, this is exactly what we want here. I'm going to keep the stained glass to like a minimum around the back. I'm not going to do like a big window here or anything. We've already got like the huge window up front. Although it is kind of annoying that it's blocked off by part of the roof. Like, you have to really be, like, here to notice it. I suppose we could chop the roof back a bit, maybe? Yeah, because actually, no, I can see both sides of this roof, so it's not actually hiding shit. It's only really doing stuff at the top, so... Why we've even done this? Hold on. Let me just add a few scaffolding here. I thought I couldn't take this down. Maybe I totally can. Maybe I can turn it into... Ooh, I'm having ideas. Okay. Hello, 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 hello. Right. So. I can also probably build out a bit here, right? Just a couple, like nothing crazy. 3, I guess. And then like 6 on the others. Yes. Okay, right. And these scaffolds are actually going to be like a huge help for me trying to work this bit out. I do apologize if you can hear fireworks at the minute. They are, as it turns out, being set off fairly near me in the Glade of Dreams. You'd be surprised that sort of stuff carries over, but, you know, stranger things have happened, I believe. Right. Okay. So these bits, I'm now excited. I'm motivated. I'm also motivated to fix this bit of the ceiling because it's like, it's directly under the tower, this bit, and you can totally see a bit where like there's a stair there. You can like look through. It's kind of gross. I need to fix it. But that will probably be an off-stream job. What I want to get down here is like essentially an idea of how this is all going to fit together on the interior, and then populate it with a few bits of furniture. And then hopefully we'll have another stream soon where apparently I'm meant to be like officiating weddings or something. So, you know, potentially look forward to that. So, I'm thinking of like this kind of double arch design. We get up like a certain way and then we arch back down and there's like another arch that comes across that. So for that, I need to look at a circle generator. Excuse me a second. Let me look at it here. Go. 1 second. That's the ticket. Right. So, how many blocks are we working with here? We're working with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, technically. So, we want 10. There we go. Right. How close is that to what I've got here? So, aside from that this bit is a bit weird, that can be done. It'll only go 5 up, which is great? Question mark? So it would be something like, and I'm going to map this out in dirt. And then, what we're looking at? Oh, fuck, another 2 up from there. Okay, no, maybe that's... Oh! Oops. Okay, maybe we ignore this. Because this radius of circle isn't going to work. What if I knock it down to 9, per se? Ah, at 9 it becomes a simple step ladder, which we can do. So it simply... 2 up, 1 across, 1 up. 1 across, 1 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 down, 1 across, 1 down. Where? I heard the dirt go down. I don't know where it went. Of course, yeah. Makes complete sense. Scaffolding, I swear to God. I don't get it. There. There. So we can, realistically... Ooh, there is that small issue. That I've built it all one too far down to do what I was thinking of doing. And that is not ideal. Or I could build this whole shebang 1 further down, maybe. It depends. Not sure I like that though. Like, because then the beam would be super low then, like... Also, this window's wrong. I don't know about that, Chief. Like, that's already low enough as is. Where did all my hunger go? Fucking hell. Alright. Let's keep an eye on stuff I'm meant to keep an eye on. And then... Yeah, see, that would be really cool. But it relies on this scaffold beam being here. Okay. Last resort here. Knock it down to 8. Okay, 8 isn't, like, too bad. I think it's just... Okay. God, I need to go and drop that. And you know what, actually? Before I go any further, get all of this, like, out of my inventory. Please. Dear God, that'll do. Just, for my own sanity, I need that gone. I guess I'm gonna put all the dyes somewhere else. Just get them out of here. Ah! There we go. Oh. Does that look weird to have that with, like... There probably needs to be something on the wooden ones, if there's gonna be nothing on the stone glass ones, but... Stone glass? Stained glass? Let's try words, shall we? And, like, correct ones. That would be ideal. Okay. So the good thing about an 8 radius circle is that it has a height of 4 instead of 5. So it will stand on the edge bit. Oh, I was missing one. So we can rebuild this again as a 4 radius circle. I also just realized I have been building a bit in the dark here, actually. But I hope it's still coming through all right. On everyone else's end. I haven't just been, like, playing in the clean dark for, like, no reason. Okay, let's think, actually. I think there's another way to circumnavigate our particular issue. We're going to go back to a 9 radius circle. We're going to use this as 1, 2 as the middle of both, which means we have... No, because then it still goes up too high. Doesn't fix that problem. Or does it? Hang on. So, we want to keep this pillar. 1, 2. Out 1. Up 1. Out 1. Yes, that's out 1, up 1, out 1. Up 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, out, down, out. One. Oh, wait. Out, down, out. And then it's just 1. Yes, okay. Because then this is the bottom. This... Yes, this works. I'm going to hesitantly say. Mine out everything in the center here that doesn't quite fit this pattern. And try and get some, like, some nice arches in here. There we go. Open the space up a bit. We want to do the same the other side. So that's our base layer. That's our 1, 2. Out 1. Up 1, out 1. Up 1. 2, 3, 4. Down, out, down, out. That's our base layer. Okay, cool. This is where I kind of take a step back from this. In a few minutes' time, it's all just, like, horribly lopsided. But for now, is the visioning. Okay. God, wait, not that they were, like, pressed right up against... Are they pressed right up against there? There they are. Okay, I'd almost be tempted to say you can move one back. So now we have a different quandary, I guess. We have a circle radius of 1, 2. A circle of that's never going to fucking work. So we're going to have to make some shit up. Okay. That's fine, actually. I was prepared for this, and I'm totally okay with it. me when I lie. Ow. Okay. Can I get, like, a little bit of room to backpedal here? No, none at all. Fuck me. Cool. Ow. God. God. God in heaven, who invented scaffolding? Right, there we go. Right, there we go. Thank you. That's literally all I wanted. Just a bit of perspective on this bit. So I'm thinking we simply do something like that, and then chop out anything in the middle, which is this lot here. Not an exact science, this one, I'll be the first to admit. But we sure are trying something. I think that's our base layer. Correct me if I'm wrong. No, it's... Oh, no, it is part of both circles, actually. So, yeah, it does need to be there. And then... Where am I? Where am I? I don't need all this extra scaffolding to be here. I think it's just getting in the way at this point. There we are. And then that there. Okay. That seems all right. So let's get rid of all this dirt and then just see what I've left myself with here. Hopefully it's like a reasonable looking roof. If it looks like complete blank, then oh. Okay. Then we'll worry about that. I'd say later. I guess now. I guess we'll worry about that now. Right, how are we looking? No, actually, that looks kind of sick. I kind of wish that the gaps were moved slightly. Oh, hang on. No, I fucked this up somewhere. The one on the right is smaller than the one on the left by 1 block. Ah. Ah, right. So we need to fingers bongus you. And then step back and admire. I still think they could both be moved out. Or maybe expanded. I've done the wrong bit. I'm a fool. Hang on. This is gonna be like 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, now they're the same size. I also want to get some like glowstone or something for bits of these. I think some stairs might help. Maybe? Here we are. Let's get some stairs on this. And also, yeah, let's get some glowstone as well. Not going to be able to do redstone lamps here, so let's just... Hopefully we've got some glowstone dust, actually. I get the feeling I might have spent a shitload on trying to make the redstone lamp thing. We have 18 glowstone blocks. They'll do nicely. Chuck some of that up there. Because Lord alone knows we're not getting candles up there. Yeah, that's what I used a bunch of my glowstone on. These bleeding pillars that have the redstone lamps in. I had a bunch of my redstone, come to think of it. Where do we want to put our glowstone? Like... middle of this 3, I guess. And again, like, not too much. is what I mean by, like, these can stand to move out one, though. So actually, I'm going to move them out one. Here we go. I think we make the glowstone look better. But then they won't be lined up with the... I'm an idiot. No, they still look fine, even when they're not lined up with that. Just... Yeah, no, they look absolutely... Okay, cool. Let's do a quick sanity check. That hasn't ruined anything. Certainly hasn't, I don't think. And it particularly won't when we put some stairs down. Like so. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's not really a lot of point putting stairs on this bit, I don't think. We can try in the corners, but it might make it look weird. But I'm nothing if not a trier. No, actually, I think it looks just kind of great as is. Alright. Kind of loving that. Let's get rid of the scaffolding. We should have a metric shit done now. There we go. And then we've got... Yes, nice. Okay. It's not really the last thing we want to do on pillars, that I should be said. In fact, it's so not the last thing that I kind of want to put down some... just vague guidelines here for, like, no specific reason at the minute, but they are for a plan I'm going to have later. I want to put some extra supports and stuff for the roof down. I just haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do that yet, but that's never stopped me before. And I'll be damned if it stops me now. Right. So we've got to just mirror this over. I think the actual first, the first and foremost, like, easiest way of doing that is to put down the glowstone block. That's your base. And then the glowstone block is literally... Also, we can just see it from here, actually, which is mighty handy. Okay, so we got... let's do this bit first, actually, because it's a bit easier. There you go. 2, 3, and 3, and 1, 2, and 1. That's the same sort of divot put in there, and then... Ooh. I wonder if it's worth putting in a thing above there. Because obviously the thing is, you look back at it and you're like, oh yeah, it's still like a lot of unused roof. Does this look weird? No, hold fast. It's fine. It's fine. Don't psych yourself out. Then we got that there. You there, you there. We mine 1, 2, 3. And we put back 1, 2, 3. And that should line up with where the other glowstones are. Now, we have 1 block, then stair. To my reckoning, that is, what, like 1... Fuck, that's hard to tell. Okay, count from these. 1, 2, 3... Okay, I can definitely tell that's a block, which means that below it must be a block. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess it makes sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then are we 1 block away from the edge? No, it's not. We are if we do stairs. Yeah, that looks still wrong. No, there's no substitute for it. I'm gonna have to go over there and count a bit closer. Because I have lost the plot. Right, hello. Reveal your secrets to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I fucking knew it. Well, how have you got... Aw? Oh, because on the lower side, it does do that, but on the higher side, you've got more room on that end. Because, God, I fucking hate my optical illusion madhouse I've accidentally made. Fuck. Fuck, man. This place makes counting to 7 really difficult. It's like, God. Right, so where are we going from there? We're just, like, going straight up. And again, it doesn't matter about this being a bit close on the corners. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now I think we're in business. So we leave 1, and then we do 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, followed by a 1, 2, 3, and then we just stair it up, which is, wow, exactly enough stairs, actually. There we are, and then we take down all of this. For now, at least. You know, the scaffolding will obviously come in useful again later. Can't help but can't shake the feeling, sorry, that, like, a bunch of you got lost up there. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Where's my bow? I don't have it. I also don't have any arrows. There are creatures in the fucking sanctum. Alright, I mean, you could... Legal move. Yeah, and now these look a bit prettier. This bit of the roof still looks awful where the tower is, but... I don't know. Simply have to deal with that. Now to... Oh, of course. Well, there's more scaffolding. There's a couple more string. Not that I think I'm in need of more at this point. I think 2 stacks is probably enough. Speaking of scaffolding, however, now, okay, here's my thing. I was gonna run some other, like, beams and pillars across. I'm coming to the realization that that's gonna be a really bad idea because of how the roof works. Honestly, me keeping the shape of this roof in the church has, like, and not just keeping everything as low as the first one, having this extra space be a bit like an attic has kind of got me fucked up on designing the interior of this place. Like, there's cool stuff in here, but man, like, should these stone beams be wooden? Maybe? Should all this be wooden? I can't falter now. I'm just gonna keep building. I'm gonna keep going, and something will work itself out. Maybe, actually, it's a great idea. Pillars every like stone section here at this point, which is going to be every one of these, and then we can do some more archy stuff kind of like around them. How in line with my new stuff is that? It's a bit in line, but it's about as out the way as you're gonna get. Now, the small problem with that is that I've put the door right in front of one of the pillars. So I guess we'd have to make this like a second archway into the main bit where the pews are, and then you get like extra side rooms over here. Yes! Okay, I think I like that. I still don't know what to do with this back area. Don't ask me about it, but... Okay, so here's the plan, here's the plan, here's the plan. We're going to line up with you, and I'm just going to build to the ceiling. That's how we're going to work this. Nothing fancy for the minute, just build you up to that, and then plonk. I am going to undo this, obviously, in a minute as well, but I think... Is anyone getting anything out of my, like, deluded ramblings, by the way? I appreciate that, like, this is probably insanely hard to fucking follow if you're just watching along and trying to work out where I'm going next with this. But, okay. The plan is pillars. The pillars. Pillars as far as the eye can see. Maybe even extra pillars around the back here? I don't hate this idea, actually. Like, wherever I'm putting a stone block now, which doesn't line up. Doesn't line up at all. Because this also doesn't line up. Huh. Odd. Okay. And neither did this, so why did I think every other one should? Well, that's odd now. 2 gap, 3 gap, 3 gap, and a 2 gap. I don't know. Something character. Don't want to have this be any, like, shallower than that, to be fair. So, okay. Here's the play. Let's put all of this here. Mark out where these internal pillars are going to be. By which I mean just kind of follow along with what we've seen from here. We are going to do some set dressing on the windows at some point with wood as well, but, like, not right. And, again, same sort of dealio here. I probably have enough stone for this? I hope I do. Also, yeah, I am kind of using stone bricks on the black stone floor. It's all in line? No. Thought it looked off. Maybe there's an argument to be made for using black stone here. I'm not fully sold on it, but, you know, could do. Okay. Right, yeah, then we have these pillars. We, like, connect them up. But we connect them up out the way of the windows, obviously. Well, this pillar probably doesn't... These two probably don't need to be here, actually. Because... Or do they? Because part of me says, yeah, they don't need to be here because they're going to run straight into this. But then I also think, well, hang on a minute. Wouldn't they still be here anyway if we're doing that? Or do we not on these ones? I'm going to go with we don't. And maybe that'll look really, really goofy. Particularly with how many fucking pillars we've got around there. Okay, if we're skipping pillars, actually. Do we want to, like, just skip these middle ones and go straight for 3 here? Like, that seems reasonable. Alright, anyway. Back to actually pillaring these up. Of which this is a bit higher than I thought it was. Yep, there we go. Right. And back down. Clonk. I am fast running out of pork chops with all this fall damage I'm taking. How's my armor doing? Absolutely unscathed. Can you... Hello. Feather falling. Can you do your job, please? Would be great if I could stop taking so much goddamn fall damage. Right. Yeah, looks good. Probably. So then, what I think we're going to want after this one is more stone bricks, which is a bit unfortunate, actually, because I was just about to do something. I hesitate to say clever. I really do. Also, yeah, you're going to have to get out of the way. And, I guess... Gonna try and keep things in line here, shall we? Just follow the same door arch as that does, which means we need to go one more up, I think. Because then you should be in line with that. I lied. Okay, and then an arch either side. And then stairs underneath. We got any more stairs and bricks? Because it'd be dashed handy to have them about. We have so many more bricks. Excellent. And I believe I can use secret technique, use stone cutter to actually get decent conversion rate on bricks to stone stairs. Which is something I've learned while on this build, actually. Which is cool. I didn't realize in survival that was a way of, like, getting more bang for your buck, essentially. There we are. We've got a little kind of like entranceway now. like an entrance hall. I guess. Don't really know what I'm doing with this slot, but... yeah, something like that. We'll work on the finer points of that later. Now, what we're going to do here is I'm going to come up and I'm going to once again just run kind of like a bottom beam around all of this. That's going to run... Do we want it to run the same height as this and then go up with this? No, because with the height of the lowest one here... Well, I guess this is the upper one, then it runs the height of the upper one there. The height of the upper... Yeah, no, actually, okay, this does make sense. So... Wild guess there. Not quite, but, like, yeah, close. There we go. Then we do arch shit. No, that's going to look awful. The issue. Okay. Yeah, no, not happy with that. So I'm still... I think this is a good idea. I think maybe this bottom beam needs to be like a lot higher up. Problem is, if it's there, then like, where am I getting the arches? It's like, what's the actual point? This is going to culminate in the fact I have to move these fuckers like one closer again, isn't it? That's totally going to be it. Because then I can get the bottom beam at least down to here. And then get like really small arches, I guess, but... I don't know. I'm going to have to take a minute to figure this one out. Hang on a sec. So, I think the okay. I think the pillars are cool, and the idea of having these kind of like... The main pews being the central section, and then some cordoned off areas for like other knickknacks and that. Very cool. Like the idea. The kind of center like bits in the middle. I like them as like, you know, these little kind of like roof structures. Getting them to mash together, no fucking clue. I think what I'm going to start doing is just building this. Getting some torches out of the way. And I'm going to build from the bottom up as opposed to the top down. So we do know actually, that being said, we want these to be pillars. Let's pillar them up to the roof. Of course, what this does mean is we also lose the nice stained glass. I guess, somewhat. If I'm about to cover all this up. It's not like my exact intention. But it just means I do have to be careful about that. About where I put, you know, certain rooms, I guess. You know, like a cloister of some sort or something like that. I don't even know what a cloister is. Like, I assume it's part of a church where you go to, like, you know, read or... Not confessional, because that's where you confess. You know, clue is in the name. Even, you know, I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed at all times, but even I can figure that one out. But, you know, cloistering isn't really a verb, so I'm somewhat out of obvious clues on that one. And then this, at least, is very out the way of the nice stone... why do I keep calling it stone glass? It's stained glass. Mural here. Okay, okay. Right. Let's, put this up here. And like I say, my hope is once I get this structure in place, the rest of it should be, like, fairly easy to do. And then there'll be some minor tweaks. Like, I'll put the pews down, then there'll be some minor tweaks. Oh, boy. We've got more people who need to be blocked. Seem to be getting a lot of them tonight. Ooh. Sorry, doesn't appear to be catching many of them, which is not ideal. Also, Twitch doesn't seem to think I'm streaming, even though I'm pretty sure I am, actually. There we go. Don't know why that was happening. Right. There we go. Let's keep building these pillars up, sorry. Just had to take a a minor step back there to do some moderation duties. Up. And up here. Oh, I should really eat food before I die and lose 33 levels. That would suck, even though I've got nothing left to enchant. I just like being above level 30. It's just in my blood. And, yup. There we go. So. This is going to kind of be like nothing. Like, we can roll this off. I'm going to wall it up. These, I think I want some arches on. Now, how open I leave them at the top? Because I don't want to fill these in. Filling them in sounds like insane. Maybe filling like this bit in doesn't sound so insane now, actually. If I were to... Yeah, that's going to happen a lot, isn't it? There we go, something like that. And then something like that. And then some dirt here. Let's place you with that. There we go. I want stairs here. I mean, like, probably, yeah. Let's go put some stairs on top before we forget. Ooh, actually, that's weird. I see. Okay, interesting. More stone bricks and then stairs, I think, actually. Just to line that up with that. Here we go. Yep. And then just, yeah, stone bricks here as well, because why not? Doesn't even need a torch or something up here just to stop people getting jump scared as soon as they get in here, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I should mention, if people are expecting me to, like, have a plan with this, I have thoroughly lost any sense of a plan, and I'm just fucking freeballing. That looks a bit thick, but, I mean, yeah, you could do it like that. Then, maybe, as well, we have stone here. Okay, right. Don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. Let's get up here a bit so we can have a look at this. Boo, wait, no, I'm 15 hours late. No worries, Sinclair. The important thing is, you made it. And I'm very appreciative of you for that. But yeah, welcome on in. I hope you're ready to enjoy my just descent into absolute fucking madness here. Because, Lord Almighty, do I not know what I'm doing. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a decent day and having a good evening. I'm not doing too bad myself. It's been a long couple of days for me. Particularly this week. You know, may have noted no stream on Thursday this week because I was just up to my neck in various bits of busy work. But yes, it's all paying off now, theoretically. I've done these archers different, haven't I? No, I haven't. I'm actually not as stupid as I thought. Let's go. Okay. Right. Now, here comes my first real difficulty with this. Because this, like, you know, fair enough. I can get behind this. How do I do... I'm eating lunch before working. Ah, neat, neat. Okay. You got anything nice in that lunch? I think all I had today was just like a tuna sandwich. I like quickly made before moving on to other things, but you know, it gets the job done. And it's also some of the only stuff I have left because I really need to go shopping. So there's that. Okay, don't like the fact that there's no stairs on that. Whee. Okay, right, let's put some stairs in, and maybe that will fix all of our problems. Holy shit, let me tell you how much I don't think this is going to fix my problems. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna need just every bit of scaffold you've got. See, then they're gonna look really chunky, and I don't like that, actually. You know what? We've made this mistake before. Dig out the bricks, and then just put stairs on top of them. There we go. And then we get these, like, much more slender arches. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. Now, is the plan here that we, like, it's just McDonald's, isn't it, really fast? Ah, fair, you know. If it gets the job done, there's nothing wrong with the Mackies. Just as long as you're not down there, like, every day, I guess. But, hey, who am I to police you? You're your own person, eat what you want. I just know that me personally, if I did that, I'd be like, ugh, you know, be somewhat ill before too long, because I don't handle grease well. That's not scaffolding. Not scaffolding at all. Also, I know I'd literally just built this, and I've taken it down to rebuild it again, but, hey, don't worry about that. Simply do not worry about that. Here we go. There we go. And that up there. Take down all this. Grab my spare stone and stuff. It'd be great to, like, just capture a lean villager and put them here. I think, actually. Like, someone who sells mending, that would be cool. See, I'm doing this, and I'm coming to the realization that I don't know what I'm doing. Should these areas be open, or should they be, at the very least, let me go and... Okay, let's try and stop working in all just stone as well, because we probably need a range of materials on this. And I think now is definitely the time to call in some dark wood here. Because I think it's very reasonable that, like, we could just do some stuff like that. Jesus, that's a big gap. Oh, it's because you're running there to there, but this you could probably get an arch in. This, I think you need more of a just a straight beam, which, I mean, it does cut across the window, but I'm coming to the slow and dreadful conclusion that that's probably just how it's gonna have to be. Okay. Don't hate that. Don't hate that. Or do I? I don't know. I'm gonna keep thinking about it. Because I'm about to say this whole pillars idea is really goofy, and I'm not such a fan, but... Look, we can maybe make it work. It's salvageable yet. He says, really hoping it's salvageable. The problem with doing the stone arches this way as well is that, like, if I then want to do wood blocks underneath it, then I get the chunky problem back. Like, let's just, par exemplar, say, hey, we want to remember that wood exists as, like, a material in the video game, and then do some stuff like that. But, like, not be so huge. But then we do lose, like, a lot of the shape of it. So, do we actually cut those back? But then that's so wide, though. But, like, I don't know. My brain can't handle the fact that, like, maths is working against me here because it just physically isn't enough blocks to make this as small as I want while being the correct shape. Like, so that's definitely the worst. I don't know, maybe it's actually not such a lean, callous tragedy that that's happening. Let's make some stairs. Here we are. Also, it's gonna look maybe a bit weird if this is, like, just open. Like, I feel like I have to close this off now, but then I lose all of the stained glass stuff, which sucks. Actually, no, I can put more stained glass in the bits here, I guess. Or just regular glass. Okay, hold on. Maybe I'm spitting here. Maybe. This is going to have to be the single longest section of, like, hold up, let me cook here, chat. But I think I'm going to make this door lopsided as well. For added, what the fuck is he doing points. Yeah, there we are. Something like... That's a very narrow door, actually. Okay, and then get rid of the scaffolding in here. No, the stained... Okay, it will work. It will work. Problem is, if I do that, then how do I get... Huh. I'm going to lose all the arch shape is the issue. How do I get around that particular conundrum? I guess I've got to stop imagining these arches. I've got to do more arches like this and less arches like this. Okay. So these we tried. Failed experiment. Let's knock these arches down. Because if we're now of the mindset, if we're in the world where we are just fully filling this in, and we are blocking out the stained glass, it'll still show on the outside and it'll still show on these bits around the outside, but I think... Really, it's weird we're building with so much stuff. I mean, I guess because we've already done, like, wood on the outside. So we're doing other stuff here. You know what I think is actually a really good idea? I like doing this on these. How high up we going? Like, yay high? Thereabouts? And same here, but it's one up, so, like that. Also, it's one... Oh, this pillar's in the wrong place! Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna just, I'll cry about it, shall I? Yeah. Do we have enough stone bricks to make this up? Okay, there we go. I have made a mistake. That needs to go there. You need to go up here. There we go. This needs to go down here. Means absolutely no wooden beams onto this, because this is now overlapping with this. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Oh, that's painful. That's very painful. Maybe the pillars at the front can be, like, one further out. No, you can still see the whole thing. It, like, optically it looks fine. It's just pillars-wise it's going to be iffy. But, again, we really need these to be up here, so... Or these to be as far out as they are, I should say. And then... And no pillar here. Okay. Go for a sort of standardized design with these. Because then I guess I can have, like, multiple floors of church if I want as well, which is very cool and exciting as a prospect. Right, we've got all that sorted. Do we want to do wood on the interiors of all these as well? I say I can't see a single reason why not, and I've just found one. Yeah, I don't know. look, we'll work it out with the front bits. Maybe we don't link them up the normal way. Or, like, at all, actually. And they're just pillars for the sake of being pillars. It could work. You never know. I certainly don't. I haven't known for fucking ages. This feels like it needs something. Maybe a double arch or something. My current Grandmaster plan is... we block up those. We have these be separate things. Maybe we do move these pillars back in. Yeah, no, actually, I think I'm fighting a losing battle with that, because let's have these be like, you know, their own separate rooms or whatever. And like they're cool like that, blocked off there. Have some stone shit on top, stone that up the roof, whatever, you know? Means it's gonna slightly fuck up this, but I'm going to simply take that on the chin, I guess? Yeah, we'll go for something like that. So, all very rough. Like I say, I'm going to pretty it up the stairs and all that in a bit. I'm just going to try and get a basic plan of what we want here. Okay. Something like that. I'm not even sure there needs to be doors in all of them. Okay, let's grab more planks. There we go. This is going to be another long one. I kind of like having these kind of... I do and don't like having these lopsided doors. Maybe this is a double door kind of scenario. Except it doesn't line up, which is pain. Agony, if you will. Well, it does if you do this, actually. Like something like that? Yeah, there we go. We have all these little kind of, like, side rooms off here. That will eventually become... something. I don't know. I don't know, Chief. They sure are becoming something. And then these two will... I'm gonna... yeah. Going back on my word. And... knocking these down to move them both back. So that means they'll line up with this bit at the side. And these can be like little corner rooms for various bits of preparation. I know I do need some prep rooms for when I'm thinking of giving the sermons out, if I manage to do them. In here. Okay. And then let's do the same here very quickly. Because maybe even one of these can lead to, like, the hovel somehow, actually. That would be really cool, actually. If we, move one of these side bits. We'll like, put it just like a trapdoor and, like, some ladders in one of these side bits. And then kind of go down to where the hovel is. That would be cool and groovy, I think. Yeah. And there we are. And again, let's just... super simple. These ones can probably actually just be single doors. There's like... no one need to be seeing that. And already we've given this interior like a lot more structure than it had. We've subdivided it into a bunch of different rooms. Which is... cool. Now we need to work on the structure of things. And for that, I wish I could use stairs and interlock them with other stairs, but alas, that is not how that works. Like, if the dream for this build, like what I'd really want to see is if, when I say stair interlocks with other stairs, if I could have a stair like this and I could put, like, another stair somehow, like, interlocking with that on top of it. But, like, I don't know. It wouldn't make sense at all, but... God, I wish I could do it! In lieu of that... because again, that means this is going to lose its shape as well. In lieu of that, how best do we... Well, this doesn't make sense here, then. Like, this stone wall would have to be a wooden one. I guess that's something I can tidy up now while I'm thinking about it. There we go. And this here. No pillars down the middle. Do we want pillars down the middle? Is that a thing we should be aspiring to, like, have? A pillar here would be just kind of obnoxious, but I feel like a couple of pillars here might not be the worst idea. I can't guarantee they'll be the best idea either, to be fair, but... I'm sure as shit. Yeah, you know what? No pillars in the middle. Except for this one. This one's cool. Maybe a single pillar, like here. And again, to what end? I couldn't tell you. Because no, we've already got these bits. Maybe just pillars off of these. Ooh, pillars off of these. Hold on, I might be cooking there. Hang about. If we put you here, and then get a couple of stairs and like fix some bits to the bottom of you, maybe that looks not complete ass. Yeah, okay, I could see it. I mean, I could also now see pillars coming down from, like, here onto these bits. Like, why not just have pillars the entire way? Okay, yeah. New order. More pillars. We love pillars in this church. Apparently. And then, I'm never going to get the sides of those because stairs are awkward. So let's put one of you there, and one of you there. And bish bosh, bada ba bing. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. And then just as a quick check on this, we're going to be talking pews of like starting from up here, I guess. Like 3 wide. Maybe 2 back and we put something like in front of them. Like some shelves. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, that fits actually. That fits nicely. Could even extend all them out, really. Give people like just enough room to walk around everything. Okay, okay. I like that. I do need more stone shit, though. And I also probably need to sleep while it's nighttime before phantoms start spawning in my clean church, because God knows how long it's been since I last went to sleep. There we go. Right. My descent into pillar-based madness continues. Chop me some more steak on. Where's my coal? There it is. Oh, that's a criminal waste of clean coal. But can I be... you know what? Side quest, just because I need to refresh my brain a bit. We're going to go hoglin hunting. Because I need food. Specifically, I need 12 more pork chops. I guess I could also just go regular pig hunting, but where's the fun in that? Hello, Monsieur Le Hog. Oh. Oh, Christ, hi. Do you mind? There's more coal. Also wither. Ow. Hey, lads. Excuse me. Ow. Okay. He's a fucking crack shot, apparently. Hello. I would like your meat. Why is there a hole here? Excuse me, hold on. No. You're not. just slipping that one past me. Like, oh yeah, there's a hole there now. Don't worry about it. It's like, no, I think I am going to be worried about it. That is maybe the biggest health and safety hazard. I only have 10 rockets, so flying is limited, shall we say. I'm going to do it a bit anyway, but we just, you know, gotta be careful. Any hoglins? There sure are. Hello. Now the problem with this is that I'm not wearing gold, so also everything's going to try and jump me. And I do have to be a little careful of that. As much as I would like to say I'm completely immortal in this, I am not. 57 though, we're making good progress on the old hoglin farming. Why are you up there, sir? You're a baby. I don't care about you. You're a zombie pig man, not a piglin. So I can ignore you. Any hoglins? No? Why is it so hard to find them when you actually want them? And then normally when you're just trying to walk through the nether from point A to point B, there's like fucking 17 of the bastards. Oi! Dickhead, I'm down here. Not you. Right, okay, fine then. You wanna be like that? I'll have to actually expend effort. Yes, this way, you giant lard ass. Come on. Thank you. Must have overworked for laying 2 pork chops. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Can you, like... I don't care if you don't drop pork chops. Literally just stop bothering me. Come on. There you go. Can't but notice there's, like, a bunch near my portal now. Probably, should probably do something about that. Oh, there's a ladder going to the... What that's going to? Oh, I need to put this back on. There are so many of you. Holy. Ow. Ow. There we go. Hoglin! Give me your delicious, delicious pork chops. Particularly if you don't fight back. That's very cool and groovy of you. Yeah, I thought there was one out here. Hello. You can just stay there. 64. There we go. Full stack of pork chops. Right, side quest complete. We are... How do we get grass in here? Okay. We are out. And now I can go put on a full stack of pork chops without worrying that I'm wasting coal. There's a traveling trader. I think I only just recognized he was there. Let me go put my pork chops on, then I'll see what he's selling. I don't know what he could possibly entice me with, but they occasionally come along with some pretty weird stuff. So, you know, never say never. How much room have I got? Enough to split this into 16s, which is fine. I can just use the middle for furnaces. Furnaces? But what the fuck did I just say? Furnaces? I was about to call them furnaci, I think, and then I had to just e-break that into furnaces, but it came out as furnaces. Oh, wasn't he in like some Greek tragedy, furnaces? That sounds like that guy. What do we got? You'll trade a water bottle for an emerald. Now that is pretty tempting. Yeah, you know what? Hold, my guy. I may just have a couple of said water bottles for you. And I've also... If you could also trade me some frames along with those water bottles. Yeah, here we go. A couple of them. Bing. I think you've only got a couple of these, don't you? And then he's just like, no. Yeah, there we go. Exactly a couple. Well, a couple of emeralds. So that's something. Now, back to losing my goddamn mind simulator. I'm going to need more stone. And I don't actually, you know what? I'm going to want more stone bricks, definitely. Let's just get another 4 stacks. I don't think that's unreasonable. I'm not going to change anything more into stairs. I'm not even convinced I want the pews to be made out of stone. Like, that just seems odd. I think maybe, like, an oak would work quite nice. Or maybe even a spruce, perhaps. Because there's plenty of spruce wood sitting about. I would also need to look at how to make a shelf, which I do not have the materials for, apparently. 1 second. To the wiki. Diddle-diddle-doo. Because they are a new thing. Yes, this bitch. Right. See results about bookshelf, fictional object. Ah, yes. You need 6 stripped logs of your choosing. Right, okay. Well, I'm not gonna, like I say, I'm not gonna bother with going out and getting that now. But let's just have these in as, like, placeholders. Although I could go and get a bunch of spruce and then... No! We're working on internal structure. Let's not dally here. I think having this bit be open is fine. Problem arises when you just want to, like, stone up all of that. No, okay, what? Here's how we get around this. I think I've had the brainwave. It's taken a little while, but. So you're going to be up to there anyway, so you don't actually matter. Yeah, okay. I'm also going to need a convenient way of getting back up here, which is what this scaffolding's for. Yep. So, these stairs we don't actually care about anymore. These two on the front. I'm not sure about the ones on the back. These two at the front definitely don't care. I'm gonna stair bridge you up. And again, at every juncture at the top here, essentially, we're just gonna... These have kind of turned more from pillars into walls, I'm realizing. But, or at least this one definitely has. But, here we go. And over here we go. Oh, why am I using a pickaxe on this? I don't know. Sources say he may be stupid. Am I just going to end up with the same problem, though, where everything's too flat? No. Okay, here's how we're going to fix this, I think. So, got a stone wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hey, my oldest friend, Minecraft circle generator. What's a 9 look like when it's at home? So we call this our base. We go 1, 2 up. And then you just kind of, yeah, okay. Nothing too fancy. 1, 2 up, bonk, bonk, bonk. And then... This is going to look so bizarre when it's done, I think, but I'm kind of hoping that that lends to its charm rather than detracts from it. But honestly, who the fuck knows? Fuck! Okay, I was trying to be nice with it. I have instead just made a huge mess. Okay. Fine, I get it. Scaffolding is fucking evil. Right. Get out, and then knock that down a few. And then this here. And then we stone up the rest of this? Question mark? I don't know, this feels, not great. In fact, I don't like how low it is, actually. Yes, this, I've decided, should be a window. Also, this should go back to being a stair for now. Until I work out what the fuck I'm doing. Right. Cancel that. That's how we rescue this. We're gonna put windows above those. Maybe. Or maybe just like iron bars. What if we just did iron bars? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the idea. I thought I had something there, because I was like gonna go for like an arch there and then you just stone above it. But to be fair, who's to even say we need to stone up the rest of these? Maybe this was a mistake. The more I look at it, the more I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. Like, ooh, here's a much better idea. So, let's pro-tem. Seal all this in. It's going to make the windows look shit is the only issue. Like, you can't really seal in that bit. Then I was going to say, like, what if we did, like, our walkway? And then I've realized I've fucked 2 of the windows. Because now, if we look from the outside, this looks kind of dog shit. And I'm not rescaling the windows to have them be, like, 2 further up. That's also going to look weird. I'm really trying to use the brain cell on this one. But I'm not a natural builder by nature. I do find it fun trying through all this stuff, and I hope people are learning something? Question mark from my struggles here. But yeah, no, this is not it. You can't roof this bit. You can roof the next bit, sure, but you can't roof this bit. Which makes me think you shouldn't. No, but I like this being here. But what do I do with this area then? Oh, God. Right. Right, let's unroof this bit as well for now. And kind of go back to the drawing board a bit. I don't know. I really don't. I think the pillars is a good idea. I think the idea to kind of like shrink the main hall a bit into just what's necessary. And then like, we can have the altar up here. You know, the altar is fucking like whatever. A placeholder altar, but you know, it'll have some candles on it. It'll look cool. It'll do something like that. It'll probably be made out of like calcite or diorite or something if I get my way. But then what do you do with... Oh, I guess suppose what you first do, actually, is you finish off the thought you had God knows how long ago, and you put a pillar here. There we go. Bonk. Bonk. Wait, no, this is stupid. How's anyone going to see the altar? This is like the worst pillar ever, actually. I mean, I guess I've done it now, but like... Is this the worst pillar ever? It kind of is, yeah. Like, unless you want to arch that off, but then we start looking like fucking Eldritch. Potentially. Yeah, no, I hate this pillar. Far too close to the stage. It needs to be, like, here if it's going to be passable. There is just criminal. Yeah, no, that's a certified, I can't let you do that, Star Fox moment. So, but maybe... No, because I'm not having another a cross-section across here for the same reason. Okay. Terrible idea. Burn it down. Gotcha. Probably up a bit higher than I need it to be, but it's fine. Right, get this out of here. Oh, and the stairs, I guess. There we go. Which means we're now left in the kind of awkward position of, okay, do we put central pillars down at all? Because I quite like this one. But I think if it's such a detriment to also put one there, then, you know, it's just not in service of anything greater, shall we say. Do we extend some pillar stuff down there? Or, I mean, were we ever going to put pillars here? Because we appear to have done here. On the one side, at least. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're at a few different stages of a few different bits of the project here. That I might need to have a bit of a think about in between streams. Perhaps. But I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. Try and make some sense of this. Just kind of spitballing here, you know, as I say. And working stuff out. What annoys me is it's so close. Just like this final bit where like nothing seems to quite fit together. Right. So let's do some easy jobs. Roof up in here. And we can put some like armor stands or whatever on them later. That'll probably look quite cool. Okay, going back to our idea of do these need to be roofed up? I mean, like, it would be nice. Our other option is that we straight up, like, this is just a pillar. And it leads into this other room. But, like, this other room is essentially its own small thing. But I'm worried that if I get rid of all this, then does that make that feel too open? I guess, to be fair, in hindsight, the only bit that would have to be open here is like this. Could we not have a pillar running down here? I think we totally could. Which, again, you know, adds a little... A kind of a get out of jail free clause almost with this like roofing nonsense. There we go. So, extra pillar in there. Now matches on both sides. We can absolutely block this up. We could even if we want. So we could make these bits with the stained glass, the unroofed bits. Oh, I haven't got any dark oak there. There we go. Okay. I'm starting to get a vision back again. I think it'll work out this time. Then here we definitely want two doors at the back. But I think here and here we... Okay, maybe here's where we want like the big... Some of these. As soon as I can get the stairs right. Yeah, it needs to be taller. And then I'm actually going to make them the full width? Question mark? Yeah, actually, I quite like that. Okay. There we go. So, just a couple of them in there. And then there. And then they're, like, pretty open bits. These can then be, like, roofed off. No real issue. And then, because these now look like they're connected to these other bits, it doesn't make it feel so weird when there isn't a roof on the stained glass bits. I might have cracked the code. Holy shit. Okay. Took us a bit longer than it should, but we got it. Also, I'm gonna really need to be careful where I'm placing these things. There we go. Right. All aboard. Roofing up all of this. There we go. There we go. And then, like I say, I can make the tops more interesting in the fullness of time. I'm going to need more wood pretty soon. Well, which is not an issue at all, as it turns out, because we've got a fuck ton of wood in the chest outside. And then we've got those there. Do we want to add some more of them in here? Like, make these the same sort of style. Yes. I'm going to go with a resounding yes. Have these be like various back bits of the church. And this is good as well, because it gives the church like a degree of like explorability. So, you know, it doesn't feel like it's just a one note, it's a one hall building. Which is, to be fair, what a lot of churches are, but this gives it some, you know, some depth, some character, something to really, you know, give it, maybe even for me to put my stuff in, like if I want to put a what's up to a second floor there. Okay, and then we measure off there, and then fences around this bit I think is fine. This wall is definitely a mistake. We need to tear it down. Tear down the wall. Here we go. Let's be having you. Get this absolutely stank-ass wall out of here. It was a mistake. Well, it wasn't a mistake. It was an attempt at something that didn't quite pan out. But I've decided this still looks way better than the other stuff we tried. Put that back there. And then kind of see where the lay of the land is. So. Also, I should get rid of that. Just it's at my eye line. Gonna need those replacement pork chops pretty soon. Of course I can't get... Look, give me my... Let me scaffolding back. There we are. Well, we have lost a few somewhere. I'd say no, we haven't lost a few. They're just at the front. Okay. Yeah, I like this, actually. I think, actually, this is the interior, and we don't need to fuck with it too much more. There are some bits where I would like a little arch. Near the top. But other than that... Like, not these back bits, I don't think. Okay. For now, just build a bunch of that up there. Then, come down onto here. Do it again. Gonna, on these top bits specifically, I want to kind of build a second floor of this. There we go. Which will be there eventually. Yeah, we'll put it in now, shall we? Will be there eventually. That's misplaced. Really should go from the top of the wall, but... There we go. And did I do this one over here? I did not, but I have run out of wood, which is a bit of a bother. Then this can go over here to, like, the upper bits. That's kind of how you get up there, we can say. And we'll have these be standard doors, I think. Go. Could even have them be double doors, I guess, if we wanted, but... No, the standard door seems to work quite well there. And have this here. And again, we are faced with the small conundrum that we cannot bridge over this. So this is just decorative, but this lot is functional. Okay, and then we'll need, like, some stairs up here from somewhere. I don't quite know where yet. Yes, presumably we'll need to have some stuff on this side. Kind of like that we can get over there, to be fair, though. Okay. More wood, I think. I get the feeling the church is about to have a visitor as well, because that wandering trader is eyeing up coming in. Maybe we can get some, like, little spiral staircases here, actually. That might be neat. Also roof up this bit. Yeah, you know what, let's... you know what, I've lost one scaffolding up there. I'm just taking that's the cost of doing business. There we go. And then while I'm going to keep wood on the front end of stuff here, I definitely want... oh, sorry, while I'm keeping wood on the roof end of things here, I definitely want some, like, stone, I think, in the walls for this bit. Like, no, this is going to be fences. This bit, however... We're going to have the stone arches that are going to be everywhere else. But with... Oh, wait, that's clever. Yeah, so something like this. Maybe even bigger than this. Like that, maybe? Possibly. I'm not against the idea. Okay, okay. I like it. So far, at least. Do need to put some torches down in these corners, because otherwise I am going to get spawned upon. Is that how that works? Probably not. Then I'm going to go here, and then there's going to be glass panes waiting for me somewhere. I don't think 32 is going to be enough. Drop some... God, these chests. These chests were so organized. Here we go. Let's go get some regular colored panes. Put in this bit. Also, definitely want a sort of bounding stone line across here. I don't think anyone will ever get up here, but it's like an attic if they do. God, that's so annoying. God, that's so annoying. God, that's so annoying. It's fine. The fact that these... but also you need room for the rooms, which I know might sound obvious, but like... There we are. And then we've got this bit, which we'll worry about later, I guess. But this, I think we can kind of safely seal up. And just be like, yep, that's the roof. That's where it's at. And same with here. I'm going to spend just a bit of time here sealing up this entire area. I'm sure this single torch will hold the fort against any monster spawns. At least I'm kind of counting on it to do that. What on earth? Oh, okay, yeah. That's another thing I need to do, actually. I want to get candles in this place, obviously, because it's like a church. But to do that, I apparently need to fuck around with bees, which I'm not familiar with in the slightest. I'm noticing something. Once you kind of really put down the stone at the top as well, the pillars kind of just fade into nothingness. Like, I mean, I don't get me wrong. I think I definitely want all of this to be stone. No question about that. But, yeah, how I do those at the top, maybe I do actually need some black stone there. Make it look not as kind of samey. Right, so there's here. I don't know what I'm doing with this bit yet. Maybe... How do you do fences again? I feel like I might need to just go make a shitload of fences real quick. How are you doing, Jeremy? I haven't actually spoken to you all stream, have I? Oh. I'm sure he's doing fine. Right. It's sticks and then planks. Yeah, there we go. And that makes us a stack of fences. Which we can then put up here. Well, not here, because here is going to be glass. Okay. It's going to be, eventually, if I can get this jump right. Or, what if I did things the sensible way that I'm planning on doing? And you come around here, and then you have to kind of... Yeah, okay. Maybe it's not as sensible as I thought, but shut up. Doot, 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 doot. Go. Oh, it's pissing it down. Okay. Yeah, there you are. You can get a nice view of the Cerwin from up here. This corridor. Every church has one. It's, you know what? It's unique in its design. It's very non-typical. And I think that's something to be proud of. Oh, also, because the roof is all stairs, the rain leaks in every time it pisses it down, which is not ideal. But, you know, it's something we've got to deal with now, I guess. I'm going to fence this up here to make it look like something, even though it's functionally nothing. Because no one cares if it's functionally nothing. We like a few functionally nothing areas in here. Is it worth fencing across the top there to make it all look like... No, because it's going to look really weird once you go here, isn't it? Oh, maybe it isn't. You know what, actually? I'm coming around to the idea. Where's my scaffolding? There we are. And 39 fences left means we definitely have enough to do the other side as well. So let's get on that by going up and over again. Yup. Yup. Oh yeah, we actually definitely got enough, particularly if we're doing stuff here. Can't but notice there's some wood missing here. There we go. That should not be as treacherous as it currently is. There's also a kind of a bit of roof missing here. Which I'm gonna need some planks for. There we go. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. And bonk, bonk. And bonk. There is a zombie outside. Excuse me, sir. Kindly fucketh off. Thank you. I'm going to go to sleep to get rid of this rain and the night, and also pick up my pork chops, which should be done by now. Well, if they're not done by now, then I've actually lost all hope in the game, because it's been like fucking half an hour to put these things in the fucking furnace. Right, there we go. Swap them over. Ooh, ooh. Hello. Buttons. Right. Okay. I think that was definitely a very necessary breakthrough we made in there. Maybe I keep going and seeing if I have any more, eh? Maybe. Do iron bars here look good or not? You know what? Maybe they'll look good if... Yeah, okay. Maybe... I don't know. Maybe glass. Bit of iron bars. Yeah, that's fine. there, and it's like, cool. But also, iron bars have got like a certain aesthetic to them that's like neat. I think in that kind of a, particularly in the middle of stone, I think that can be like, that can be one of the places where it works really well. Let's go make some iron bars and just test them out as well. There we go. Probably just actually do this the fast way. Oh, hang on. It's not quite so fast if you try and boost off with... Oh, my Enderman. Okay. There we go. Close enough. Be gone, glass. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. It gives the wall some detail. Like, it's just kind of neat. I'll give it up. Iron bars look fucking sick there. Begs the question, would they maybe look cool on top of there? If it was a bit longer, I might, but like, eh. Yeah, no. No real point, I don't think. So these will, like, I will populate these with, like, little, like, tables and lecterns and candles and, you know, various other kind of bits of shite, as it were. I might even put some extra walls in here, like I think this could do with, a wall here, perhaps. Make this be, like, its own little thing. And then this relates to, like, the back area, and maybe there can be some shit there and some shit here. Rather than it all being linked up. We'll get some stairs up to the second floor, and then... This, I definitely want, like, an arch of some sort. Basically, the one thing I want to get right at the minute is the stone arches at the top. As and where we need them. Because I want them to be, like, kind of higher up. So... And then once I got them down, I think we've basically got the interior layout kind of cracked. It's just a case of worrying about other stuff from there. So let's on this Y elevation. Oh balls. There we go. Something like that. No, wider. Something like that. Yeah, that can work. I think. Doot, and then just like over here, I guess. Yeah, arch is a bit like that, I think. And then we can kind of go back up the scaffolding and fill in like the rest of the blanks, but... Oh, I'm gonna need more stairs. Oh, stone cutter. Wide as a block, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, man. I just need more stone bricks. I'm not doing fucking Minecraft parodies. Not now. Not at this stage of my life. In the year 2025. That's not the move. I simply refuse. Oh, right, here we go. So, fill that in. And then this back bit is going to be the proof of concept for, like, the rest of the church. Can you? There we go. Because if we can get this looking right, then, so help me God, maybe we can get the rest of it looking decent too. Here we are, just a couple of arches. Which look pretty good. Except for this one, which is fucked for some reason. Okay. Ew. There we are. And then down here. How's that back end look? Okay, which is a terrible pickup line. It's good. I wish the pillars were blackstone. I think that's my takeaway, is that goddamn these would look sick in Blackstone. Maybe they would look sick in Blackstone if the floor was endstone. God, so many material decisions, but also I don't want to introduce another type of fucking stone into this. It's like, that's gonna be weird. No, this is still cool. Do with some glowstone, though. I'm not gonna say it's not without some jazzing up needed. I don't know. There was a way to pronounce that sentence properly. I fumbled for it and I couldn't find it. Right, about here, perchance? No, one higher. Maybe one further out. Actually. Yes, we'll go for there. Don't need a fifth one. Just 4 more glowstone. Which hopefully should keep the top area lit as well, which would be nice. Excuse me, I need that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And then we get some, like, little arches over here, and then... but it's not gonna fuck with this, is the problem. Maybe we don't need arches. It's a crazy theory, but it's a crazy world we live in. Maybe the pillars will just do like that. And we just leave it open. Because we could do some stuff that would also mean, like, redoing the entire, like, roof structure and getting so many more, like, blackstone stairs to cover the inside of that. And that's not an idea I hate, to be fair. But it would be a huge job that, like, I'd have to get Jeremy in here for, so I have to knock a hole in something for Jeremy. Probably that huge fucking window. So I'm not going to do it on stream right now. As for right now, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the aforementioned kind of temporary pews down. 1, 2, 2. And I don't think these are going to end up being stone. Maybe they will, but, like, I don't know. It seems not the comfiest material to sit on. No, these are all spaced correctly. Okay, then. There we are. And we need something here. I don't know what, but we need something here. Put some scaffolding there for now for, like, think of an idea for this later. In this 3x3. Maybe it doesn't need to be 3x3. Maybe it can just be 2x3. But, like, I need a thing. A MacGuffin of some sort. To be there. But yeah. For now, I think we've made some phenomenal work on the church. We've got all the stained glass windows in. We've like got the pews down. We've got like a mock-up of where the altar's going to be. A mock-up of where something. I don't really know what's going to be. We've got these back corridors. We've got, there's going to be some stairs up here eventually. We've got these little kind of like separate cloisters you can come into and do like, I don't know, study or something. It's very nearly coming together. I might, like, I'm not sure if I'm going to do like another stream where I put the finishing touch on this or just kind of chip away at it in my own time. But we're very close to completion of this now. And I'm looking very happy with it. And of course, regardless of whether I do finish it on stream or not, I will be doing another stream where I show people around and, you know, people want to do daft weddings, sermons, whatever in here. Because I've heard some talk that people might want to. And, you know, far be it from me as the, I guess, not just a member, but a leader of the church, to not officiate people's weddings. Then, yeah, that could be on the cards as well. So, what key is this? It is F5. Yippee, there we are. So, I'm going to actually eat before I starve in the outro. Thank you all very much for watching. Those of you who are on Twitch, I'm going to go and see if I can send you into raid somewhere. Let's have a look. What? Who? are we gonna go raid into? I'm feeling, let's go right into Autumn, shall we? Yeah. We're gonna go right into Autumn's channel. Yeah. Tell her that I said hi, that, you know, Artie sent you, all that good stuff. And for everyone else watching on the YouTube end or the VOD end, thank you all very much for watching. I've just realized I've had my inventory open this whole time. Oopsie. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.